So today's a school day and Fika has a lot of activities after school. We're gonna make dinner already. It's around 3-ish, 3 o'clock. So I need a dish that I can prepare fast. And I was thinking about ceviche, making a yummy ceviche. Ever since I moved to Mexico, I got to learn about ceviches, and it's now one of my favorite dishes. And what I love about it is that it's so fast and easy to create. And so the other day, Figo had a ceviche, which was from Peru, and it had mango in it, and it was so delicious that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna co-create that at home as well, and we're gonna use shrimps. So I'm gonna start with just cooking the shrimps very, maybe just 1 minute, not too long, but so that it's not gonna be raw. I'm just using deep frozen. Ooh, yeah, got everything. Deep frozen shrimps. And a lot of times they eat it with, these taco chips. We're not gonna do that. I got pita bread instead, and I'm just gonna cut them. And while, that is cooking, I have 2 mangoes. We're gonna use red onion and a lemon. So ever since Figo is now a bit older, some of his activities start a bit later. And I noticed that, by the time we're home, I don't have the energy anymore to make a cold meal. And also on top of that, he's hungry once he comes from school. And so what I did was I'm more living the, like the Mexican way. Dinner time now is basically early in the afternoon. And then at night, it's more snack time. And that really helps. Let me show you guys a little bit more. That really helps, with our new schedule. And yeah, I picked this dish because it's so easy to make and it's so yummy. Yesterday I made something delicious as well. And that was pretty filling. I made meatballs with my own homemade tzatziki sauce and some carrots. It was yummy. And I was thinking, oh, I should have recorded that. So today I'm recording this for you guys because I'm making this anyway, right? So I might as well record it and, help you guys with some inspiration when it comes to what to make for your kids. And, that is also friendly for the mom when it comes to prep time and all of that. So here it is, guys. And, spring is around the corner. So it's time to eat some more fresh stuff. I don't know if mangoes are in season for you guys, but currently the mangoes are here. Let me put it a little bit up again. I forgot to show this, guys. I'm gonna use maybe like a handful. So let me clean this. You're gonna see how fast this meal is. And the thing is, when you eat it, there is so much flavor in it. It feels like, it took forever to create. Go. I love the flavors. It's really popping. And let me cut this one as well already. And let me see. The only thing we still need to cut is this baby. Preferably, I would have waited for it to be more ripe. But I had our groceries delivered yesterday, and you never really know, if they will give you green ones or ripe ones. In this case, they were like in between. I prefer to have made this yesterday already, but I was like, okay, let's just switch it up. So today we're gonna do the mangoes because it's already a bit softer, and I left it with the bananas, and that way it becomes so much more softer. And let me cut these. It doesn't really matter how you cut these, to be honest. This. Hope you can see what I'm doing. The parts around the seed are always a bit tricky. This is definitely not a beauty contest. I just cut the meat, okay? I just cut the meat. I cut what I can cut. Okay, Figa, do you wanna eat this one? Whatever is left of it, let's put it that way. You can eat it here, baby. And, here you go. Okay, that's Figo. I don't air him too much. It was a very conscious decision. but he's definitely here. Okay. Da, 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 da. So Figo has a skate class right after our meal, and usually he actually goes and skate, but they're doing some renovation work, so today they're gonna go to this beautiful area where all the kids jump from a cliff, and they will have so much fun in the water. And right after we go to his soccer practice, so like I said, busy schedule, and it's so important to have, you know, a good base in. So sometimes I can make a meal for like hours, and then we finish it in like 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh, all that time, and it just took us 10 minutes to eat, you know. But this is fast, and it's gonna be satisfying. And if we have leftovers, we can eat the rest tonight, you know. So that's an extra plus. If you want, you can also eat this. Well, I think I'm gonna do 2 mangoes. I'm not sure yet. I poured all the shrimps in. It's not cooking yet. That's why I haven't pulled it out. Actually, I should have cooked the water first and then just put the shrimps in and then got it out. But I'm multitasking. It's good. It's good. Let me show this one. Yeah, baby. Oh, let me get another one. Another for the bread. For the pizza. Talking about multitasking. In the meantime, I'm gonna put the next pizza in. Pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza. And get myself a spoon. This is what it looks like now. Definitely will need more of the mango. And you know, and actually, ceviche is yummiest when you let it really take the flavor of all those juices, you know, of all the citrus fruits. So it actually will be better to eat it tonight instead of now. But you know, it's still gonna be yummy, so it doesn't really matter. Do you want some more? This is one of his favorite fruits, so
My favorite.
well, it is his favorite. Okay, it is your favorite. Second one is not as ripe as the other one, I can tell, but it's definitely ripe enough. So it would have been perfect if I waited 2 more days. It's the same thing with how you call that with avocados. You always have to wait for the perfect moment to cut them. And sometimes you wait too long and they're just wasted and you could just throw them out. So a lot of times what I do is when they're in the perfect shape, I just make guacamole so that I don't waste it. Um, and when you put the pit in and obviously add some lemon as well, it actually stays good for a long time. That's two. But here's some pita bread. I'm gonna do 4 in total.
That mango was sour.
Yeah, that one was sour, I know. Hey guys, the shrimps are done, but my baby's still here, so let me do this. What I do, so it looks like this. It's more pink, so it's not raw anymore, but it's definitely not overcooked. And then I clean it because they come from the freezer, right? So it's impossible to clean. And you just basically cut the kernel open, the back, and remove all the dirt. It's actually the task that makes it take more time. But once you have, you know, a little skill set in it, it works. And this one is clean already. I'm not sure if you can see. So I'm just looking for the ones that are not cleaned yet. Oh, I got lucky, guys. I got lucky. That saves a lot of time and effort. But yeah, I would definitely recommend cleaning it. If you don't like shrimps or if you want to make a combo, white fish in general is always good to use. One time, this is so funny, I went to visit my sister who back then still lived in Ireland. She was working for Google, and she had a roommate. And this girl was so sweet, and she wanted to give us. She invited us for dinner, so she made the dinner that night, and she made this dish. And it was, I think she was from Israel, and she made this dish, and I swear I made this before too, but I was just free flowing. So it was, I don't know what it's called because I didn't know it had a name, right? but it was with like this huge pan with all kinds of vegetables in it, and then it had a lot of tomato sauce. Not tomato sauce, like tomato puree. That's how you call it, right? And eggs, and then you just pour the eggs in and you just let it boil with everything in it. And sometimes I personally would also put meat in it. But anyway, apparently that's a whole dish, like a real dish in her culture. And then she would have this yummy bread that you can eat it with. And I was like, this is really funny that I once made that for myself. And I just thought I was just putting some stuff in a pan, all kinds of leftovers. Um, but apparently it's a dish that actually exists. Anyway, I haven't made that for a while, so I should actually make that. It's really good with yeah, with the meat, because then you have even more protein and it just fills up even more. It has more flavor. So yeah, definitely um a good tip for you guys. I'm not sure if you have any idea what I'm talking about, but definitely a good tip. So I'm almost done, guys. This is amazing. So what I will do when I'm done, I will pour it back into the pan. And then we already do that actually. I will marinate it a little bit with the lemon sauce. I should actually go look for the pita bread and turn it around. That was needed. So that's good. That's good. Perfect. All the shrimps are here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wash this. Final pizza bread. Hey guys, let me get some of the seeds out, and then I will let it marinate. And there's always more seeds coming out. It's unbelievable. Da, 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 da. Okay, let me get them out. So, a little fun fact: I don't have a how do you call that? A trash bin. I always just use a bag, and then I pour everything in, and then when I go out, I throw it out. It's hot here, you know, and it's so easy for food to start smelling and get wasted, or for, you know, bugs to get in. And I just learned to use a bag whenever I'm done cooking. I usually go out anyway. I just throw it out in the bin. I had a bin, but I put it in the bodega because I just never used it, you know. It also took so much space, and I'm like, in practical sense, you know, by the time it's full, it will start smelling so much, it doesn't really make sense for me to use it. So that's why. And I could use a small one, but it wasn't handy enough. So that's just what I do now. Okay. I can turn that off. Right now, this one is marinating. I am going to, I think I'm going to pour it all here. So that all the flavors can look. Ta-da! And now, obviously, we're going to use a little bit salt and pepper. Let me look at the time. Yeah, we have like 30 minutes left. Perfect. The flavors are insane. Just delicious. Then we're gonna get this baby, and I'm gonna cut it. The reason I don't use the taco chips is because, you know, it's still chips, and it's really nice to have something with it. Sometimes I also make guacamole. I could actually on the side. This is not gonna work. I'm trying to do too many layers at the same time. It's not gonna work. This like cutting pizza. Sometimes I actually use this pita bread as, you know, the base for pizza. So it's more like a flatbread, you know? And that can be so delicious too. It's so simple to make. And the nice thing is you can do anything on it, right? So it always depends on what you have in the fridge, and you can free flow. I have this habit that when I'm done cooking, before serving the food and starting, right, I always first clean up the kitchen, because after dinner, you also have stuff to clean up. So magically, everything is now clean. And this one had some time to get the juice in. And we're gonna make the plates. Doesn't it look? And then, et voila, it's ready. And now we're gonna eat and then we're gonna go.